Good afternoon guys and welcome back to Garforth. Welcome back to the 11th hole, 330 yards, stroke index 13, Dave's final shot from his handicap. So far Dave, 3 under your handicap, off to a pretty good start. Dave says the back 9 here at Garforth, I've never seen it, so I'm believing in what Dave says, is the harder 9. So again, a hole here where Dave's got to plot his way down there, not the longest of holes, but it's one where he does get a shot, but we don't want to mess up when really it's a high stroke index hole. So Dave, club is driver?
It is. If it wasn't quite so cold and a bit dewy this morning, then think about a 3-wood, because there's a ditch with a hedge, but before it there's quite a slope that goes down to it, so you don't really want to be on that down slope if you can help it.
Okay, so there's a ditch with a hedge on there. They do like a ditch with a hedge around here at Garforth. But think about your conditions. So Dave there, obviously we've played this morning, we've seen he's not getting too much run off the ball. It is wet now. It is wet now out here, so not as much run, so we're going to need the club that's going to get us the furthest. So driver it is. In the summer, like Dave says, he may use a 3-wood. If it's really firm, he might use his 4 hybrid. Let's try and get down there. So let's go through your routine. Good practice swings. Set the club, build the stance, and in balance. Close the shoulders up a little bit. Good. And that is a great drive. A little bit out of balance, but straight down the left. The best drive of this morning so far. It wasn't up against much. No, Dave's hit some very different drives in the previous weeks, but he's managed to keep going and get out of there. But big thanks to Garforth for letting us out here. Dave is a diehard member, but fantastic conditions for the time of year. So Dave's saying there, obviously we said it on the tee box there, that he needs to close his shoulders up. That's something we've talked about throughout this series of videos. One of Dave's bad habits is his shoulders get open to his feet. So he started to lose a few to the right in previous weeks. Now we see that we've squared that up and he's now hit a straight shot. So think about that guys, if you're starting to lose it to the right, check your shoulder alignment. It's not always just your feet, it is going to be your shoulders which is going to dictate your swing path, and that's something Dave needs to watch out on. But a great drive down the left hand side. He's opened up the hole, so let's see if we can keep staying under that handicap. So a great drive there from Dave. He is just in the semi-rough, so he's clearing out some leaves here off this tree here. So a great drive. Dave's got 107 yards in, so he's hit it 220 yards off the tee into, well, in these cold conditions is very good, but we can see what Dave meant by that slope that is just here. You see that does run down and straight towards the ditch. So in the summer Dave would have reached that, it would be down there flirting with the ditch.
It's not just going into the ditch though. Even if you're short, you end up with an audible downhill shot.
Yeah, even if you're short, like Dave says there, you're on the downhill, you're then hitting into a green, you've got to get over the bushes, you don't know what club, and it's one of the narrowest greens we've had so far on the golf course. So Dave, let's come in here now. What club have you got?
I've got a 9-iron, the pin's right at the back.
So Dave's got his 9-iron, he's going to play a controlled one in there because the pin is right at the back of the green. Again, Mackenzie greens, as we've said, so a big slope in front. So Dave's going to try and flight this one in and guarantee he gets on the correct tier. So a little bit heavy there. Very heavy. Snuck onto the front edge of the green. Again, it's got a little bit across that, caught it very heavy there, and that's not reached where we want to be. Again, Dave gets a shot on that, it was straight. So realistic guys, what we want to do and what you'll see from lessons is we want your bad shots to still go straight. If they go straight, as long as there's not water in front, we're still going to have a shot there. And Dave's got a shot there, hopefully we can 2-putt from there, keep his round going. Currently 3 under. Again, 2 putts from there would take him to 4 under as he does get a shot. So a very long putt here, a big slope in the middle. So again guys, a lot of people hit it onto the green here, start to think that, oh, I should just 2-putt this, get out of there. I would say we've probably got 60, 70 feet there. So your tour average outside of 33 feet, you are expected more than likely to 3-putt, and that's for a tour player. So shots taken from 33 feet, even on tour, average over the 2-shot mark. So should you 2-putt? The answer simply is no. But a great morning here at Garforth. We were the first one out here. We've had a few looks as how have they got out so early. It's the first time I've been at a golf club this early in a very long time. So Dave's checked his read. He's now got to focus mainly on his practice swings, as that is what is going to give him his pace. Again, big thank you to the greenkeepers. They have been out here nice and early. They've cut the greens. So Dave's got the best of the conditions. So realistically, he's got no excuses is what I'm trying to say. Good, so looking at the hole to visualise. That's a good looking putt. So a little bit past, again, plenty of work to be done coming back. He's found a bit of dew that the greenkeepers have just missed. But from there, he's got it past the hole, so he's seen what it's doing coming past. And a lot of people say, well, you don't want to be that far past. At least we now know what that ball did going past the hole, and we can give it a good chance coming back. So again, Dave gets a shot here. He might have to take his medicine and just walk off with a net par. But he's going to take his time over this one. Don't rush it. Take your time. Although you've seen it, still go through your read and confirm it. And through your full process.
I know I got it a bit too far past there, but the cardinal seems to play it short and roll back down to that bottom tier, Chris.
Yeah, so Dave's saying the cardinal sin here is not get it over that ridge, especially in the summer when the greens are slightly quicker. It can run, well, it can roll straight back down to your feet, and you've still then got a 20-30 putt. So he's up and over, he's on the correct tier. Got the best chance possible. He's giving that a good go. Oh, referee, and it never moved. And that's something that you'll see in the winter, guys. That's not just for Dave, but in the winter when the greens are a little bit longer, we might not get as much break. But Dave gets out of there with a net par, and we move on to the 12th hole, par 3, which Dave's already seen where the pin is. So Dave remains 3 under for his round. We're going to try and break 8 to here, guys. We're going to try and keep Dave on the straight and narrow, and we'll see you again next week.
A little bit heavy there. Very heavy. Snuck onto the front edge.